Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, April 21, 2025. The Sun moves into your opposite sign today, and this month-long cycle can be about coming to a more balanced state of being and a larger perspective of what you need and want from your life. There can be a stronger focus on companionship or partnerships until May 20th, and you can certainly benefit from the insights of a significant other. Today is a strong time for intuition that can lead to a stronger sense of purpose or clarified goals. Work, health, and life path goals come together now with a nice shot of imagination. This can also be a time for a strong attraction or enchantment with a person or even a project. The subtle or delicate points of a connection or a pursuit draw your attention, although practical details are less apparent right now. There can also be support for your projects and work efforts, or you can feel more connected to and inspired by your work. The more creative or inspiring your work today, the more productive you will be. One of the most magnificent periods of the year for your love life has arrived. Welcome to Taurus season. As the mighty sun dances like a hummingbird into the fields of the bull, you'll feel his energy ignite your solar house of relationships. This will bring a great spotlight on your most significant partnership. This could be an excellent time for union and commitment, but if you're not in alignment, this will also be very soon seen. Singles can use this cosmic energy to look for someone with long-term relationship potential. Set forth and see what lies just beyond the river bend. What do you want in your professional arrangements? Reflect on who and what you are already committed to in your work life as the Sun enters Taurus. Your contracts, projects, responsibilities, partnerships, and more will become your main priority during the Taurus season. Although you may want to focus on whatever is in place, you should have an open mind. Do not be afraid to entertain new opportunities that could help you advance in your career path, since Mars in Leo will trine Neptune in Aries. Something better may come your way. Make what you do count by cutting back on processed sugar and other dietary no-nos. The energy that you have to work with feels a bit thin with the planetary alignment today. You react on a high plane to the stirring force of these transits and may feel psychologically exhausted. So much is going on in your unconscious and there is never enough time to focus. Be sure to get plenty of rest and to eat a strictly conservative diet based on fresh produce. Start something new on this day. Perhaps there has been a new project, hobby, or craft you have wanted to explore. Or maybe the work you are currently doing has become dull and needs an injection of fresh material. Whatever the case, the energy from this day can give you the drive and creativity to find what you need. It can help you bring a different twist to the work you do, and to your personal life as well. They might be ships that pass in the night, but with Mars spending his first full day back in your career sector just as the Sun has reached his last full day in your work sector is benefiting both. For the Sun, as well as leaving behind 4 planets in your work sector that can keep the momentum going, he can now rest assured that you now have Mars firing up your professional passions, fighting and competitive spirit. For Mars, as he returns to get things moving on the career front, it is with the solar on your work situation, job matters, and options. The timing of He Moon's return to your communication sector today means that it will be here when the Sun returns to your relationship sector tomorrow. Held back by a retrograde phase Mercury, the planet of communication will be late returning to your relationship sector this year, but thanks to the Moon, with a chance to move into the most important months of the year on the relationship front with the communication lines open. Pisces, today feels dreamy but meaningful, float with direction. Your quote of the day: the heart knows where the map ends. Your color of the day is lavender haze, gentle and wise. Lucky numbers: 2, 8, 16. You may feel pulled between inspiration and responsibility, blend them. A moment of beauty or silence might give you a message. Emotions move easily through you, let them, but don't lose yourself in the tide. You're more grounded than you think. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to slow down and tap into the energy of April 21, 2025. Whether you're watching this in the early hours of the morning with your first cup of coffee, or winding down after a full day, this space is just for you. Take a deep breath, settle in, and let's explore what the cards have to say, because they came through today with a beautiful, layered message that might just speak to something you've been quietly carrying. The first card drawn is the Page of Pentacles, a lovely, grounded energy that hints at fresh opportunities, especially in areas like work, study, personal growth, or even health. There's a sense of being at the beginning of something, not necessarily starting over, but starting from a new perspective. You might be learning something new, considering a different path, or planting seeds for a goal that feels exciting but still a little undefined. Think of this like those first warm days of spring when you finally open the windows, clean out the closet, or buy that journal you've been meaning to start. Today, the universe invites you to take one small but meaningful step in the direction of what you want to build. You don't need AF. You'll plan just a willingness to be curious, humble, and open to where this journey could take you. Next, we have the Four of Wands, and this card brings such celebratory, joyful energy. It's a sign of milestones, stability, and shared happiness. You might find yourself reconnecting with someone you've been missing, or even just feeling a sense of peace in your environment that you hadn't noticed before. The Four of Wands often shows up when it's time to celebrate something, even the little wins. Maybe you've finally finished a task that was weighing on you, maybe someone around you has good news, or maybe it's as simple as waking up today with more hope than you had yesterday. Don't underestimate the power of small victories. They're worth honoring. And if you've been feeling a bit disconnected from joy lately, consider what would make today feel a little more special, even in a quiet way. The third card is the Six of Swords, which brings the theme of moving forward. This doesn't always mean literal travel, though for some, it might, but it speaks more deeply to emotional transition. Leaving behind something that no longer fits, releasing old pain, or finally reaching the other side of a long healing process. If you've been working through something heavy, this card is like a gentle nod that you're moving into calmer waters. It's a process, not an instant shift, but you're going in the right direction. I often think of the Six of Swords as that feeling after a hard conversation or a long cry where you're not quite okay yet, but you can tell the weight has lifted a little. That's powerful progress, and it's worth acknowledging. Give yourself grace today, especially if you're in the middle of your own transition. And finally, we close with the Ten of Cups, one of the most emotionally fulfilling cards in the deck. This card paints a picture of emotional alignment, contentment, and shared love. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything is perfect, but it's about feeling whole, connected, and in tune with what truly matters. For some of you, this might mean harmony within your relationships, family, friendships, or even within yourself. For others, it might represent a vision of the life you're building, the dream that motivates you through the tough days. It's a gentle whisper that you're not as far away from that vision as you think. Hold on to the things that make your heart feel safe. Reach out to the people who feel like home. And don't be afraid to imagine a future where emotional peace is not only possible, it's yours. So, with the Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Six of Swords, Strength, and Ten of Cups, we have a beautiful journey unfolding today, the start of something new, a moment to celebrate, movement toward peace, the quiet strength within you, and the joy of feeling emotionally grounded. This reading isn't just about what's coming, it's also a reflection of who you already are. If something here resonated with you, I'd love to hear how. Are you beginning something new? Leaving something behind? Or simply finding your rhythm again after a time of uncertainty? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. It's always so meaningful to connect with each other and see how these cards play out in different lives. Wherever you are today, know this: your story is unfolding beautifully, and even if you can't see the full picture yet, you're right on time. Keep trusting, keep showing up, and keep choosing hope even in small doses. You're doing better than you think.